welcome to level 3, and welcome back to the Wilting Wars. And as we get into this space, I'm going to actually flash forward to a different part of the world as you all are here. We're going to flash back earlier in the day, yesterday, and we are actually following a brief tale of the Bloomvale Guardians, the units under Briar. These group of individuals known as the Sad Sods, plus Augustine, who were riding with Pinea Festuca, the Princess of Graminus. They were riding on this trail in a flimsy carriage, 2 horses ahead, and at some points they were riding with Hyacinth Amaryllis, one of the youngest princesses from Ambrosia, but a individual riding up on a horse seemingly came with a large amount of Ambrosia soldiers and said some news, and for some reason Hyacinth exited the carriage, went with these Ambrosia individuals, and then went away. But continuing following the wardens, they made their way to Fort Pearl. Upon rolling up, something was amiss as they approached this castle, as Augustine, the second in command to Briar for this unit, along with Ken Blue and Pompasio, and with Pinea between the two of them, you see them riding this carriage approaching the fort. The gates are closed, heavily guarded, and Augie looks to Ken Blue and just go, "Well, it's one thing for Princess Hyacinth to leave us, but something doesn't quite feel right. What do you think, Ken Blue?" I don't know, sir. It looks fine to me. It's just things are happening. It seemed like that general from Ambrosia seemed to mention that the king might be getting sick and the princess needed to leave rather quickly. I don't think there's anything too devastating about that. Well, it does not bode well if the king is unwell, and it's not for right now. We have to focus on ourselves and keeping the princess safe. Now, let me ask you, Ken Blue. Look at the Begonia soldiers. How many times have we come to this fort? About a dozen or so, sir. Right, and do you recognize any of these faces? No, sir. I don't think so. Not really too chummy with them. They're cowards, we all know that. Indeed.
It's crazy that a whole people's identity is just being coward.
Indeed.
God, it's just hilarious. So good right now.
Augie looks to Pompasio and goes, "Just to be safe, let's run double dare." "Sir, is that really necessary?" "Just do it. And if anything happens, don't engage, alright? Whatever you say." And we cut back to the 5 of you, just waking up from a long rest. Your orders, Briar. Gladio, you're trying to reckon with the fact that your father has passed away as you kind of peek into your pouch and see this crown. And Mel, you're reminiscing on wondering where your nephew is. And Bella, you're wrestling with what this power is in your body. And Rosio, you're unsure about the safety of any of your family. Despite your disdain towards them and theirs towards you, they're still family. In this moment, as you wake up here, what do you all do?
I don my armor. Because I would have doffed it to rest. I am donning it. But I will be basically Briar's man of routine when he's in a stressful situation, so he just resorts to getting up, strapping his armor on, making sure his weapons are sharp, his shield is solid, and tries to figure out the caffeine situation in the morning. Is there tea? Is there coffee? Is there any arcane seltzer experimentation going on? Briar's like, sometimes the captain needs a little go juice in the morning, and I'm all out of crystals here.
It probably would be tea, but how the serving situation, that would probably be more of Bella's question. But there would probably be tea.
I think you see Mel being like, "Oh, the bee's honey that I have has such invigorating properties." And to backtrack a little bit from that moment, if I could do just a little introduction of my subclass. So I think you see as Mel wakes up, He is in awe that something has changed. That honeycomb-shaped hexagonal chain armor that he was wearing before was just like regular chain armor, but now instead of being empty in the middles, the hexagons are actually filled with viscous moving honey themselves. And if you look closely behind that, it basically looks like he's like a colony of bees has made him a walking apiary. And so he's basically a walking.
So cool.
And he looks around and he looks to Pollinella, his familiar, the queen, and he just says, under his breath, he's saying, "By the roses, she was right all along. You're more magical than we thought. He really was a miracle worker. He knew what he was doing." And then as he's looking at Pollinella and she's like flitting around him, that wonder turns into a look of longing and sadness. And he's just like, "They both would have been really excited to see the miracle you've become." And then I think as soon as I hear someone asking for caffeine, I'm like, "Oh, well, clearly these magical bees have invigorating honey property," and I make you some caffeinated honey.
I'm not letting him see. He's gonna eat as many as you can make. Keep it coming.
Hand out to the entire party.
I think Bella would have already been up because she uses trance, so I think she would have been outside of the cabin already with Rafflesia, using probably speak with animals in order to try to converse and try to further understand pretty much why Rafflesia is back. On top of that, I would also like to attempt to take Rafflesia for a ride to local places of herbalism. I would like to use a herbalism kit to slowly try to refill my healer's kit.
Gotcha. You have time with you trancing, so you have 4 hours. We'll say it's probably either at the very end of the day last night, post sunset, or with that little bit of dusk light, or very early in the morning. Your choice.
I'd like it to be early morning, and then I would like to eventually arrive back to the cabin and walk in.
Of course. Go ahead and give me a nature check. A 9. We'll say with the 9, you can probably find about enough stuff to restore. If you spend basically your entire time, 1 use of your healer's kit.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I would like to arrive back in the morning and just walk into the cabin and see what's happening.
As you're flying, Rafflesia seems to be... You stop at a section looking for herbs, and there's a little babbling brook, a little stream, and you, Rafflesia, are you holding her reins, or are you letting them free, I guess?
I don't think I would hold reins on Rafflesia unless I had to for some reason. I think she would be holding on to what hair, quotation, might be there, just like her mane.
Gotcha, so there's not any barding. So when you touch down and you're looking for herbs, you see Rafflesia goes over to this little stream and just huffs a bit and then looks at the water.
Bella would look into the water and attempt to see what is within or beyond.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
18.
With an 18, you look in the reflection, and the water is running relatively quickly, and it's not that deep, so it's not a very clear reflection. And you look and you see yourself, and you see Rafflesia with her more undead-looking appearance. It's very different than how you remember her, but you do know that this is that same animal. And you can see it looks at its own reflection and just goes, shakes its head. And then there's a moment when you're looking at the water, Bella, where there's a little sunlight that seems to fall directly in this spot. And you can blink your eyes and you look back at the water, and you can see that Rafflesia, they look exactly like they used to for a second, in the reflection at least. How do they look in life?
I would see Rafflesia as a dark gray mare. Most likely, I'm not too familiar with horse types, but I would say a very free spirit, mane of jet black hair that goes down on either side. Eyes just kind of almost like a twinkle within the black, well, I guess orbs that they would be. She probably stands at around, I would say, 6 feet, give or take, right from a standing position. And she has, I would say, not unkempt hair. Bella does. There's a sheen to it, essentially. So well maintained, but a lot more freestyle with the hair, not braided, not kept at all, just very free.
So you see this wildly, still beautiful, but slightly unkept hair, this darker colored tone. And in this moment, you look down at the reflection, and you can see with an 18, you can see for a brief moment the reflection of Rafflesia is exactly how they used to look from your childhood when they were alive. And you blink again and it's gone, and it's the reflection of their how they look right now as you described them last session. And in that moment of that flash, there was just a bit of warmth in your pocket.
I would reach in and see if it is the fragment of the Bell of Saloon.
With that 18, you would identify that was that little flash of warmth.
I would silently reflect on the meaning of that.
And you go about the rest of your morning, you pick your herbs, and you make your way back to the cabin. What's everybody else doing? Seems like sharing tea. Was there any other moments you wanted to do?
Would probably be outside, just enjoying nature and the plants and everything. He very much enjoys being outside rather than indoors.
Would there be other horses about? Because Briar would need transportation.
Well, you all did take a horse. You also flew out of the
Make it
castle.
sound like we kidnapped it.
So, you do have that horse, Bragiolus, and we could say that you sent it here somehow, magically using
Okay.
Mel's magic to be able to communicate it with little birds. If you want that horse, it's a beautiful brown war horse. It's got a couple of scars on the side. It's known as Bragiolus No Fear.
Bragiolus, no fear.
Probably would have got up early. I couldn't sleep well with everything that's happened. And he's probably in the stable or wherever the Pegasus would be kept, and probably would just be thinking to himself while brushing Melios's mane. Just
Go ahead and give me
Trying
a handling
to-
check.
Bucket horses. Bragiolus bit the shit out of Briar.
He did.
Oh!
A bit of your armor is just dented, and you're like, how did you do that?
alright. Let's go. +3. 11.
With an 11, your mount is restless right now. It's hopping and skipping around, and it just seems like really nervous, and you're not quite able to calm them down as you're settling with them. They seem to have just as many nerves as you do in this moment.
Could I join Gladio in this moment?
I won't send you away.
It's a
I'll,
pretty
uh,
small space.
Mechanically, first and foremost, I will cast Brazilian Friendship as I see you trying to handle your mount. Basically, give you the help action on that.
Go ahead and roll again,
Okay.
Gladio.
Do it again.
Even worse.
I think as I see that, I say, I fear it's my king. Whatever you would like us to call you. Fear he can sense your uneasiness. How are you?
I'm not sure how to feel. I got urge for the future, grief for my family and kingdom, because I don't even know where my sister is, if she is alive. And I guess confusion about the situation. Why now of all times?
After 100 years, even in my lifetime, we haven't seen this. And the grief won't get easier, and it won't get any less confusing. But you'll always carry a piece of the people that meant a lot to us and our family. And you see Pollinella kind of flits around you and sits on your shoulder, try to provide you that comfort as well. That's what we're here for. And King, what would you like us to call you?
You just call me Prince for now. I'm not king of a kingdom I am currently away from.
As it were, Prince.
I'll nod. I guess, I don't know, pet the bee? I don't know.
I'd love to see this.
They're fuzzy. You can pet a bee.
No, but just this massive man trying to pet this tiny bee. That's what I want to see.
That's-
You go to pet Pollinella, and it is comforting in a way. You're being very gentle. Maybe use your pinky finger you love. And we'll say, Bella, you can be back now if you would like to.
I think Bella would approach. I believe you said Rosio was outside the cabin as well. I think Bella would approach Rosio and give him a nod and just go and sit slightly to the side of you.
Hello. How are you doing? What's troubling you? You've been troubled since How long has it been? It's been a day?
It's been literally just a day.
I would be like, didn't want to pry, but you seemed bothered since yesterday. If you want to speak about it, you can, but I will not pry again.
You could say I'm bothered. There's a lot of trauma, you could say, from the past. And seeing what I saw yesterday, I can truly tell you, it is only going to get worse.
Oh no, don't say this.
And
Oh
that
no.
she would look over you. That power that you used the other day, I've seen it before.
Have you? Where? If you could please tell me.
I'm known as Belladonna Hart. There's more to that, but you could say my name currently is a mirrored name, as in it's not my maiden name.
Oh, a married name. I heard mirrored for some reason. I gotcha.
It's my accent. I get it all the time.
It is quite
so you were married.
You could say. But I believe his family may have had the same type of power that you showed yesterday.
Interesting. I've never met anyone that could do what I could do, so it would be fascinating to have met someone.
I have a feeling that fate, or maybe destiny, might be guiding and pushing. And I am not going to step out on whatever wants to guide me towards truth or potentially closure.
Truth or closure. Interesting. Well, I hope that you find what it is that you need so you can breathe a little easier.
I hope so too, and I also hope to be able to help you guys out as well. I can understand how important family is, and this entire situation is just... It is something that I would hope that nobody would ever have to see or experience again. And on such a day, under such a guise, seeing what had happened, it does not make me sleep any easier.
I feel you on that. Having seen what happened as well does not let me sleep any easier. I could barely sleep at night. Last night, given all that has happened. And you'd see it just like utter concern plastered all over Rodeo's face. Just thinking of what could be befalling his family. And also thinking of Hyacinth because he doesn't even know if she's fine.
It'll be okay. And she'll approach you, and she will cast Druid's Craft, and she'll form a purple rose with these white subsidiary flowers from a seed that kept on a bracelet around her wrist. Just do what you can do. It's really all you can do. And just know I'll be there to help. And she'll offer you this flower.
He will take it and compliment how beautiful it is. Was not aware you had a way with plants as well.
Well, it being part elf, I have some inherited abilities normally. Some of the other things you've seen are not exactly of my own understanding, you could say. Being able to put things on fire and make things wither and literally die before me, and I don't know, moving the earth. These types of things are not... I could be able to do them for a while, but they're not something that I fully grasp as of yet, and they seem to be bringing things back to life. So, I'm a little concerned.
Useful to say the least. It seems to have brought you your companion back, and it seems to have been helping you. So, hopefully it stays a positive force, despite being an unknown force. Positive is always good, especially in a time like now where things are seemingly coming undone.
That's very wise. And Bella would then look towards the cabin to see if there's any commotion for coffee and or other things happening.
Rosio would also turn over to see what is going on and attempt to distract himself as he is far too concerned.
You look over
I
and
need a
see
distraction.
Briar getting bit by a horse.
Horse.
What did you do to the horse?
I didn't do nothing to the horse. I just put the saddle on the horse and was tidying it and was going to give him an apple and be like, "You're not so nice."
I can talk to animals. I will ask it what happened.
I didn't do anything. I promise.
Looks to the horse.
Do you cast
And-
Speak with Animals? The horse looks to you. I don't trust this man.
It's the horse we rescued, right? The one that we rescued from the field.
Yes.
Why don't you trust him?
A man
I would hope you
must
trust
earn
me.
my respect if they want to mount the Brachiolus. Beat me in a foot race.
Interesting. Fascinating. I look over to Captain Briar, and I'm just like, it seems you haven't earned our good friend here's respect. If you wish to mount him, he demands a foot race, and for you to beat him, I say, kind of laughing.
Briar just looks at it. He's like, so he wants me to outrun him.
I look
So
exactly as you think.
he's a horse.
The horse
So-
runs ready to go. It's getting into a track position, like leaning forward, looking at the road ahead.
Bella would move forward and free cast Long Strider on him.
Radiant golden energy of Longstrider, and then you just see the captain start pumping his legs, and he's like, "Oh, what is this? What is going on here?" Yeah, I guess I'll take the dash action and just go.
This horse, go ahead and give me either a Constitution saving throw for your
Okay.
endurance or a athletics check.
If you do athletic checks, I'll cast guidance on you.
We'll do athletics because I got expertise in that too.
Nice.
This horse is gonna roll as well.
Come on.
We're all trying to help this man get on this horse.
That is a natural 20.
And
What the
then,
fuck?
nice.
Why?
Add
Add a
your
D4
D4,
to
don't
that.
forget.
Oh, let me roll that.
Maybe you'll get a 3, come on.
First 30 of the campaign.
Oh, it's a 1.
27.
27.
That's pretty good.
A 27 is pretty good. You get pumped up by this long strider, and you get into a position, and somebody does like the track thing, 1, 2, 3, get set, and fires the firebolt. Rosio, you fire this off, a loud bang, and Briar, you get a jump on this horse. You are ready to go, and it gets a little spooked by the sound, and so it slows down for a little bit. You're beating a horse in a foot race with a 27. It's downhill, and you're just not caring about your body. You're just jumping, and you're using that momentum to carry you forward. Your knees are maintaining all the weight of your plate armor and your gear, and you're just hoofing it down this road. You are beating a horse in a foot race. You never described what the finish would be, and this horse is just... And Rosio, as you exit, as this horse runs out of your range to speak with animals, you just hear, "What the fuck? I don't understand! This is inconceivable! I swear!" And this horse is running behind you, Briar. It starts to catch up to you, and you run this whole race. You manage to tie with your nat 20 this horse in a foot race as you get down to the water, and you jump across, same time as this horse, as it just runs around.
You
And
both jump across the river.
it's a photo finish. You jump across. This horse lands next to you, and you can see it's definitely huffing and puffing, and it just looks to you and just lowers its head respectfully.
Nice.
Bragio, no fear. I pat him.
If
You're
you
a good
dab
boy.
a horse, you would be right now.
Exactly. Like, I hug this horse. Like, he's a good boy.
Incredible. This is the best use of a nat 20. I'm glad we got the good rolls out now.
That was amazing.
So you all gathered up to watch this foot race. Incredible. You're all gathered up. You've rested. You've had breakfast. You've kind of settled in. But your task ahead, Briar, you promised College of Grievegrass to check in on the princess and potentially rescue her, knowing that the begonias are likely turncoats. You look towards the direction where Pearl Fort is. What do you all do?
Could you run us there like that? Think you got it in you?
Give me just a second, but
Everything you had.
no seriousness. But I'm going to Pearl. You wish to join me? I will join the company. I know we are in a situation that is politically and militarily dire, and we must see to our own. But I have a sworn task, and I've grown close to you as allies, and I don't want to wish you guys any ill, but I must see to the princess and my chosen fair.
Certainly worry for
And this would probably be my best course of action for the sake of my kingdom is to help another. If the situation is how we're thinking it is playing out.
Yes.
worry for the safety of your princess, Captain. And I look at Rizeo, and I don't know what your relationship is like with your family, but I worry that closer we get to Gonia, the more answers we might find. And I look at the scrap that I got from the carriage, and hopefully closer to finding my nephew as well. I think that we're all looking for something, and it all might be leading us in the same direction.
I would like, because I love the fact that the joke was that I'm a secret prince, and so I just make comments that hint at the fact that I'm royalty, but no one picks up on it. And so I'm just like, my sibling is at the fort. I need to go as well. I feel like it's just eventually someone will pick up on it slowly.
There's something that I'm not quite sure.
I'm not. This isn't my forte, but something seems obvious right in front of me.
One of those siblings, it probably just means one of the guard. Maybe Rosio's got a member of the guard of Ambrosia that was there escorting the princess. That would probably make sense.
Probably.
So we don't know they're your siblings?
Not like, because I've said that my sibling was going there, and because I don't know if you guys saw me have that interaction with Hyacinth when I said goodbye and stuff like that.
Member
Or
of
like,
members of your court over there. So we
Oh,
all
like, yeah,
must-
because we had that moment where I told her to eat the cookie, it was fine. And it seems like she trusts me and things like that, but we never like, directly called each other brother and sister. We just like, gave each other hugs and stuff like that and then left.
Yeah, I think I
But-
know more than anyone.
But I think it's just subtle hints like that.
Gotcha.
I got no clue. I didn't see anything.
You were seeing rubble.
True.
That's brutal but true.
Well, with a accord made, it seems like everybody is willing to go on this journey. Do you make your way to the Fort Pearl?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
As we are on our way, I would like to use one of my Warlock spell slots to cast Aid. And I would like to pick myself and 2 others. Who is Squishy?
Probably the sorcerer. And
Please.
it's a tough choice because I think I got 27 HP and an 18 armor class, but I'm also flying, so I'm not worried about melee combat.
At 30-17.
I'll
So
give
you
it to one of the tank people then. Whoever's on the front line.
Give it to Briar.
I'll take it. Make me into an immovable fortress.
Perfect. There you
Captain
go.
Briar.
You get 5
Also,
HP.
I can give myself heroism as well.
And who is slow? As in not faster than 30 feet per second.
I think that is currently our druid and not prince.
I would use my second spell slot to cast Long Strider, targeting both of them. So for the next hour, their movement speed goes up by 10. And then I would use another minute ritual to get my 1 spell slot back, and then I would use my Blackthorn, which is my pact weapon, to suck in the other spell slot. So I get both my spell slots back.
Oh, smart.
Nice.
Give him a ride. I was gonna give probably whoever is lighter.
I think this is probably for later.
We're moving quite fast. So I think Long Starter, lasts an hour? Or
Yeah,
did
an
we
hour.
already
Yep.
Change it. So
Yeah, as
once
soon as
you
we get to the
close-
fortress, I'd like to cast it.
Incredible. You make your way over there, and it doesn't take more than most of a day's travel. You are moving pretty quick between all your horses and Pegasi, so you're able to get there pretty quickly in half the time than it would take you otherwise walking or even like in a cart. So you get there same day. So it's about probably 3 p.m. And as you're flying / riding, it's interesting. During this time of year, it's oddly humid and cloudy. You look towards the sky, and the sun is heavily obfuscated by thick gray clouds. It's not raining, but it's just really muggy. And you get the sense that that meteor swarm completely evaporating a massive part of the river itself has altered the immediate climate of Crocosmia for probably the next couple of days, as it's just hot and muggy and a little bit cloudy right now as you make your way towards the fort. Let me change the scene. So, you approach, you're probably a good half mile away from the fort. You cast your buff spells, and as you are walking, I think, Mel, you had the highest passive perception. You see between a copse of trees, not smoke from a campfire, but something. It looks like there is likely there would be smoke, but it seems to be obfuscated by the clouds because it's a little bit grayer and harder to see, but also it seems like magically somebody is trying to diffuse it to make it not visible. And so you can see that from a copse of trees, not closer to the fort, but off the main road that you're on right now, maybe 80 feet away.
I think as I see that, I've nudged the rest of my party and point over in that direction. And then I shrug my shoulder and motion for Pollinella to fly in that direction as I use my bonus action to switch into her vision.
Gotcha. The first thing Pollinella sees is a massive pile of stones at the outside of this copse of trees. It just looked like somebody had stacked up a large pile of rocks. Relatively recently, you can see a lot of footprints. And then go ahead and give me a perception check with Pollinella's stat block.
Sure. Pollinella, unfortunately, is not as perceptive as I am. What is her Oh, it's just going to be a straight roll. Pollinella can see some flowers over in the distance and just start doing what she's best in pollinating.
With that one, you're not being sneaky at all. Pollinella just sees a bundle of flowers at the edge of this copse of trees and just settles in.
Can I do something funny? I feel like it would be funny because I picked up a cantrip called flowering, and it just makes a flower out of inanimate objects and it attracts bees and stuff. So I feel like I would be messing with the cantrip, and then Pollinella would get distracted by this that I just made.
He flies right back and starts nuzzling into whatever Roseo's doing.
Incredible.
Whoops. I'm sorry.
Pollinella, she can only do so much. I look at Ella and I'll be like, maybe the owl might be a little better if you've got him around.
Of course. Shade! And she'll call and put her hand up in the air, and Shade would appear out of his pocket dimension, the same owl as before. I've not described it yet, though, if Chase would be interested. Shade is a dark black and purple feathered owl with glowing green eyes, the same as Bella. Beyond that, it's more of a very small barn owl, probably 1 foot across in size. And Bella would then send Shade off into the distance. But before, is there anything anyone can do to make them a little bit better at looking at stuff? Because I've tried this, and sometimes we get lucky, but other times not.
I mean, as an
I
owl,
cast
it's already
guidance
got
on the bird.
advantage.
I cast a guidance on the owl.
And I would then like to send Shade up into the air and do scouting ahead of us.
Yep, give me with all those boons, a perception check.
The lowest initiative.
I have a +1.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'll give you gift of alacrity.
Oh no,
Oh, that's a
While
good
we're waiting, it takes me a minute. For 8 hours, you get a D8 to your initiative rolls.
nice.
amazing.
So I get advantage then?
You already would has advantage on perception checks.
Yes.
So 21.
21. Your
Yay.
owl settles into a crook of this tree and looks down. And it just looks down and it sees a hooded figure hiding between 2 bushes. There seems to be a campfire that has some sort of rune floating above it that seems to be almost acting like a fan and dispersing the smoke. And then you see just this individual kind of like between 2 bushes, kneeling on a stump, just chewing on some berries and some bark. They seem to have a darker complexion and seem to have some orcish features. And with a 21, you can see orcish features, and this individual looks up at this owl, and you just hear, "You shouldn't be here." And you see her ready to throw a spear at it.
Is it within 100 feet of us?
Yes, just barely.
I'm gonna poof. I'll poof him. No, I'll use flyby. I'll fly towards, and then up and away, about 50 feet in the air.
So you swoop by its face. They're gonna try to make an attack roll.
They can't because of flyby. Hee hee.
Well, they're just using their action to attack.
Oh, fair enough.
13 to hit.
13 does. Armor class 11.
Not the
That's
bird.
That's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Not the poor bird.
For the whopping 1. Oh wait, no, because you get a buff.
It's not packed to the chain. It's just find familiar through tome.
Like, I think 3 HP or something?
Is it? Do you guys think it's worth trying to ask for hellish rebuke as a reaction? Oh, I can't. It's not touch.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
on.
a bird.
The rest of you just hear a loud grunt as you hear a feminine voice, and you just see a spear just hurl out of this copse of trees and just impale this bird as it poofs into nothing.
Poor bird.
Yeah, turn up with the horse and kind of toward where the spear came from.
Yeah, you're approaching, you see a individual in a dark green cloak that seems to be starting to pack up a couple of things and begins to run out of the woods as you're riding forward. Do you want anything? Do you just run?
Is there any way that I could like run up to him and like with the flat part of my sword to like mount?
If you would like to. You are on a horse and they are trying to run. So yeah, you'll definitely be able to catch up and do a non-lethal attack if you would like.
Yeah.
I would also like to follow up as well.
Okay.
I'm just watching because rather aggressive. I
I'm
could have entangled.
not
but-
joining in just yet, but I am.
This is non-lethal. It's a 14 to hit him with the flat part of the blade.
A 14 will miss. This
Oh.
individual takes out. Have multiple. Well, they threw a javelin, so they have. Looks to be like a spear or like a short version of a lance.
Mhm.
As they take it out and as they spin to face you, you see some like armaments, and you see them as you go to swing down with the flat of the blade. They completely take it, parry it, and give me a. I believe it's disarming strike. Sorry.
A saving throw? I think it's
Yeah.
strength.
We'll
I
just
think it's a
do
yes strength saving throw.
Save, right?
Okay. Say, let's go. It's not that good. That's a 9.
Yeah, that does unfortunately fail, as your sword is dropped to the side as you get knocked in the hand, and it stabs into the ground. And with this rapid movement, the cloak comes off the head of this individual. And Gladio, you see your sister, ready to
There we
try
go.
to stab into Briar.
Here we go.
Simply fly down. Like, hold up.
You did that as I'm about to cast Entangle on her.
I heard orc, and I just knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was described to us that there is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was going for non-lethal. I wasn't gonna kill them. I was just gonna knock them silly and be like, well, "Hey, this is some questions for us, hey."
This individual points this lance at your face, Briar, as you kind of lift your hands up. And she just goes, "Who are you?
Captain Briar Thornhelm,
Graminus?
Bloomvale Warden.
Oh, you are that Captain Briar.
Yes, I'm that Captain Briar.
I have news about your men.
No, tell me, please.
A moment. Who else is with you?" As all these
I'll,
other start.
like Silver and be like, "This is my friend Mel. This is Bella. This is Prince in Exile. I forgot his name. Sorry, Gladio."
Gladio, how do you interact and engage with your sister in this moment as you fly down?
Probably
Sorry,
some
Romeo. I forgot.
surprise, but also mainly relief.
Brother,
Sister, yes. I probably wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for them.
I'm happy to hear that. What? I saw those mountains in the sky fall towards our home. What happened?
It's a great description.
To my best knowledge, a lot of our officials and higher ups are no more. Castle's in ruin. The meeting was ambushed. 2 survivors. One was Captain Briar's commander, right?
Yep.
And someone else who works, and I assume a secret soldier for another kingdom. I'll pull the crown out of the bag.
No.
There's no more.
And you see she pauses for a moment. See she kind of away the emotion and just kind of like a little natural orcish rage, and just kind of through, and kind of a brief little screech at the sky. I'm glad you are safe, brother. Are you well?
As well as I can be. Look, I barely survived the castle falling around me, but we are. Yeah, the reason we left the kingdom is because, from what we can see, Begonia is secretly occupying it as relief efforts. There's barely any of our soldiers around to help.
Those filthy cowards taking advantage. God! As if the day couldn't get worse. I barely survived myself. I was at Fort Pearl yesterday. I barely managed to escape.
From what?
What's happened at Fort Pearl? Tell me.
What's happened at Fort Pearl?
Those Begonia cowards, they turned on us the moment everybody entered. I was there to help participate in some ceremony. Brother, you know how much I hate these things, and I was very late, as I usually am. I flew in on You look over, and that massive pile of stones, you see your horse, your Pegasus, seems to be sniffing somberly as Sister looks to it and just goes, "I'm sorry, she didn't make it." And she goes up to your horse, and your Pegasus was the sibling of her Pegasus as well.
Oh,
As it starts to sniff these pile of stones. That's what
Oh,
got me out. They took a ballista to the chest, crashed a little ways around, and this is the least I could do. I arrived, there was already some bit of kerfuffle. I flew in, and I got sun in my eyes, let me move this. I flew in, and, touched down, and, believe your Bloomvale wardens were there with Princess. One of them had laid down their arms, but the older fellow, he was standing quite stalwart with the princess. The captain of the fort of Begonia, a man I know to be another name, Gleam, was quite insistent that they leave the princess in their care and she prepare inside the fort, but your man wasn't buying into it, it seemed.
No.
Wasn't letting her go. They drew weapons, and, well, he was surrounded. He fell, trying to stop them from grabbing the princess. And then a massive wyvern rider swooped in, took her, and flew off. And your other two men were bound and taken into the prison beneath the fort.
You just see this look of just utter, just terror, just kind of face, and just he shocked, but almost like a bit of palsy has happened. His face has gone slack, and his jaw is just clenched, and he's just like, he just breathes out, and he's like, I know what I must do. I don't ask any of you else to join me, but honor dictates that I must see this through.
It would be out of your mind to think that we wouldn't join you. But also, there's something nefarious here at work. This is not just a declaration of war. This is not just a coup. They have planned something far beyond we can see. The
We need to
Bonians,
get to the commander of Fort Pearl,
yeah.
into the blade, and ask him what he knows.
And why the royalty of all cities?
Hostages.
Said it at the home. I'm pretty sure working with you and saving the princess is one of the best shots at helping my kingdom.
I appreciate it, friends.
Cool. I look
But
over.
I begin to ask about the Princess of Amaryllis. What happened to her?
I don't think I saw her.
What do you mean?
Yes, you're right. She was supposed to be there as well. I didn't see her there, at least when I arrived. She might have been inside. Or not sure. I did not see her.
You just see concern wash over Rosia's face. What do
I
you
look
mean you
over-
didn't see her?
Listen, I don't know if she was there. I flew in, I saw this, tried to, me as well, and I flew out as fast as I could. A great expense. As she looks towards the pile of stones. I've been out here ever since trying to, I don't know, figure out a way inside, try to, I don't know, break your men out and take back the fort from these cowards?
Would Briar have any knowledge of any like past experiences? Because he's been to Fort Pearl in the past, correct?
Indeed.
Would he have any like information about any like a secret route? I would assume this castle may or may not, to like it really got really bad down this well and just follow the path. You know what I'm saying? Would there be any information like that he would be aware of?
Go ahead and give me a history
Think,
check.
Brian, think.
Ooh, it is a flat roll.
I'll give you advantage because of your background with this space.
Okay.
Let's start the session by saying that your group has been here a dozen times.
Yes. First roll is an 8.
Come on.
And the second roll is another natural 20.
Trained.
Oh
Hell yeah.
boy.
You spent time with the Begonia forces, working as a Bloomvale warden, and so you spent time within their ranks. You are a military man, so you can know their tactics, so their cowardly tactics and the way they use certain weaponry. You are aware of that, and this fort in particular, you are aware that they do some form of a lot of hidden trench warfare. So from where you're at, looking towards the fort, you're not sure where, but there are likely soldiers hidden amongst the hills and the grasses between you and the fort. There are also 2 mini, for it's just like a little tower where there's a unit standing watch, a couple of units at the base. So guess with that nat 20, I'll show you a bit of a map.
Nice.
So you would know that there are these 2 kind of forts where there's somebody to be keeping lookout with some soldiers at the base. And there's the larger fort at the very corner of the map, which is just showing where the fort is. So between where you are now and the fort, there are likely some form of hidden trenches. So with a net 20, you would know that. You would also know that there is some form of hidden entrance into the fort. With a nat 20, not into the fort, but to the exterior wall, is a known cave that pops you out next to the exterior wall that you could access through the river. There's a river a little ways away that there is a little kind of grotto that you could swim down into and make your way to the exterior wall.
Okay. That information you basically will Briar will clear a spot on the ground and stuff like that, and kind of what he remembers and stuff like that. He's like, there's 2 sentries right here and right here, and there's a lot of hidden tunnel work. Really hard to, why they call it the Pearl. You got to get through the gel, as they like to refer to it. But long ago, when Pearl was first built, they were digging one of the wells, and with great luck, they had found a natural cave that appeared in a small little grotto running to the river that's adjacent to Fort Pearl. And in desperate need, if they ever needed to get out, they could always go down the well into the grotto and swim out of Pearl. I think that may be our best chance to get inside.
Great. Where exactly is the grotto?
It's along the river. Might have to do a little searching. I'm not really. It's been a while since I've seen the details myself, but I know it's there. So
Yeah.
Plan.
It's much easier than just trying to bust through everything.
Yeah.
Plan is in.
They may be cowards, but they're numerous cowards.
They are in numbers.
Okay. You all go back to get to the river.
Yeah, tie the horses off, and I'm assuming they're loyal enough to stay around. I look at Brago, and I'm like, we'll be back, my friend, and I give him an apple. He bites me again.
He bites the apple and your finger a little bit. It bends one of your metal plates a little bit too much.
I can't.
Goes to love bite.
Horses like, "Woo!"
Okay. You make your way down to the river. You tie your horses up. You do know that your Gladio is not going to be able to swim underwater and make this way, but you could do a signal to call them once you are at castle or
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. We got air support if we need it.
AC 130?
Yeah.
I'm basically what I am, in a way.
I love
What do
it.
you tell your steed?
Tell my steed that we are having to go under the water to get into the fort to rescue some good men. Need you to stay nearby, so when we get back outside, I can call for you with the signal and to our aid.
Brother, I could stay with our friend here and back up call.
I
Do you want me
mean,
with
that,
you?
yeah. I think it'd probably be smarter for you to come in when my Pegasus gets called.
Okay. straps on.
Quite quickly, as I see kind of the princess talking with each other and agree with that plan, I look between the two of them and I say, again, I know we're jumping straight from the frying pan into the fire, but I specifically look at the princess. I'm like, lost a lot today. Between them, like, they are the strongest supports you can know. Keep each other close. I look to Polynella and I say that, and Polynella kind of like me in my face, and I say, well, let's try to find that grotto. Captain, where are we looking for this entrance?
Yes, we'll make a survival check to see if I could, or a nature check, or...
Yeah, like an hour goes by, and you're able to make it to the river, and yeah, gonna give me a survival check. And you can do it with advantage, as there are some friends here helping.
Nice. Thank you.
And this doesn't really change if you find it. You will find it, but it just depends on how quickly you find it.
Captain, did you want me to look?
By all means.
Do you need some guidance?
Got a 17.
17 is great. 17 are able to find, like, you have to dive into the river, and it gets like this kind of where it kind of still for a second, and you just see a series of overgrown, like, and it's kind of like where there's this massive tree above like the higher spot. That's the roots are keeping this whole wall up, and this river kind of against it, and it's eroding underneath it, and you can see the water kind of pool a little bit and begin to like flow a little bit and spiral, and you kind of drop a stick into the river, and it kind of gets to that spiral, and you kind of sense that there's some sort of pocket there.
I think this is the spot. Well, I will jump in first because I'm going to sink like some rocks, so yeah, we'll jump in.
I will follow the wet path. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed, but I also follow in.
Bella would also follow. Casting shape water to create ice as a weight.
Fantastic. Yeah, you think, and then you manage to swim through this kind of tunnel. And as you pop up for air, this one section, you do see that it seems like people have used this. It's been soldiers or, you know, and people trying to steal from the fort. You can see signs of to mildew, and some rats have burrowed into some holes. There's a torch wall that's unlit. It seems like it hasn't been used recently. So yeah, you travel through this kind of. Are you proceeding sneakily, or are you just moving forward?
Oh, I think.
I imagine we want to be quiet.
As we start making our way through the tunnel, I'll say, well, Captain, you found quite a good way. Your skills and abilities never fail to amaze me, but I look at his armor. I'm like, you may not be the most... I may not be the most subtle. Let me help with that. And I start pulling out beeswax. As I pull out honey from my armor, it turns into beeswax, and I start cushioning his armor and everyone else's as I start casting Pass Without Trace on us.
Nice.
Ahead and give me stealth checks from everybody with a +10.
Oh my god. I have a
And-
I have a +16.
7.
As I've casted it, I will also
I also have a +16.
26.
turn back
26.
into my spider form. I will wild shape back into my spider form and be like, and say, and I'll be able to hopefully sneak ahead if we need it as we go through. Biscuit. Oh, nice. Dirty 30!
What is that? What did I get?
It's not a D10,
12.
it's a straight 10. We have an 18.
Oh, nice.
So we got a 27, 26, 18, 30.
You all are like Navy SEALs, but with bees. Pop out of the water, and like you pop your head out of the water, but like you reach slow to like make a noise as you just pop your eyes out and you're looking to the space. And you just slowly exit the water like a fucking crocodile, armored. And all of you, one after another, just start slowly making your way through.
I want you guys to imagine Briar's helm is one of those, what they're called is a hound face, where it has a triangular point, very kind of aggressive looking and stuff like that. So it comes out of the water kind of like that, like a battleship.
Sing like a whale.
You sneak through, and Pollen, in your spider form, the first thing you see, as you're a little bit ahead of everyone else, is you just hear a deep, slumbering, snoring growl as you look and you see a massive bear that seems to make this little grotto its home.
Everything's fine.
Well, hopefully it won't bother us too much.
With your stealth checks, you each begin to pass by this bear. Do you pass by it while it's sleeping? Do you just not bother it?
Yeah.
Gonna bother. It's not.
So wake it up.
Leave it be. Let it
Bless you.
sleep.
Rolled a natural 3 on its perception check. It had disadvantage. It's very much asleep, and your stealth checks were fantastic. And you sneak by this bear, and you just hear the loud snoring. And it's not like a massive grotto. You're maybe within like 10 feet of it, as you have to just tiptoe past it. And your pass without trace is definitely saving you right now, as this thing just slumbers. Like it kind of the thing that a dog does, where it starts to stretch its paws, and like you have to stop moving and like over it as it's kind of paws back and forth, as it seems to start like kind of sleep like a dog does, and you're having to like rope over its paws. You
Oh,
make your way
God.
through, and you appear on the other side of this tunnel outside Fort Pearl. Let me change the map again. You see a hanging, pretty small fort. So you see about 15-foot walls that are all the way across in a classic manner. And you also see a massive tower in the center of it with a huge ballista in the middle. See this ballista, and you can see a handful of soldiers all walking around in this space. The walls are solid. The only main entrance is at the very front. You all have your ways. You see that the rock wall next to you does look like it is loose rock, but it does look climbable if you wanted to make your way onto the wall of this. You are definitely super hidden right now, but as you begin to make your next movement, I will ask for another stealth check, but right now you are totally hidden. Salvia is with your mounts further away somewhere, so I'll move her off the map. But you just see this 15-foot wall and a couple of soldiers manning the peaks of it, looking down. You see some with pikes, some with longbows, and at the very top of the tower you see it looks to be an archer of a Begonia soldier manning the ballista with some sort of ranking officer at the very top.
Captain, where do you think your men are hidden?
Probably gonna be somewhere down below, if they're gonna be anywhere.
And then,
So
in that,
we need
in
to
that
get
case, do
up
you
against
think,
these walls. We
you
need to
think-
get up and over.
you think up and over or down and under?
Can you get us down and under?
I could try my best. What is it? I'm assuming the underground prisons will be covered by stone, though?
I
Most
would
likely.
think so.
I might be able to also hail and chill motion with mold earth that she can move dirt and so forth.
Like what?
It seems like that might be the plan. As I jump off of Captain's shoulder from my spider form and switch into a giant badger, as I start burrowing the ground underneath and basically going under
Okay.
a ton of earth. Yeah.
Go ahead and give me either a sleight of hand check as you try to dig stealthily, or a
Can I give him
stealth check.
help action?
Sure.
Got it. Let's see. Ooh, I have the help action, yes. Oh, my. The rolls would both be. Am I using my own
You're
sleight of
using
hand?
saves.
It doesn't matter. The Begonia soldier got a nat 1 on their perception
Oh,
check.
nice.
As he's just
Amazing.
like, another Begonia soldier comes up, and it's just like, hey, how you doing? Oh, not much. I'm doing quite well. Thank you for asking. Why are you so loud? I was next to the explosion, and my hearing is quite bad. Okay, I'm gonna step about 15 feet away, and we can continue the conversation. That sounds great. Yeah. They're just like having this conversation, and they're completely unaware as you use mold earth and just giant badger dig this hole. Nobody seems to notice.
I'm digging like a dog, like huffing as I'm doing it. I'm like, it's been a long time since I've had to do this.
Don't worry about it. And
Okay.
Just
Shoulders
keep going.
We'll say you guys are in this underground tunnel at this point, so the grotto, and so I'll just imagine you all basically underground for this moment, and you just dig. It only takes a few minutes between mold, earth. You guys kind of daisy chained of like 5 feet of dirt behind you, and then dumping it out back. So you make a pretty solid tunnel. Ahead and just give me a luck check. Just roll a d20. Get a 15 or above. You actually get to the exterior stone wall that is the actual of their cell,
Yeah.
or someplace else.
Yeah.
So just
All
give
right,
me a
come on. Oh, we're almost there.
So
So close.
Luke,
guidance.
Not going to work in this case. You come
I
to
didn't.
the stone wall exterior, and you recognize that this is likely to get into the lower dungeons of this fort. It is worked stone, so a burrowing speed won't work, and mold earth works with loose earth, not with worked stone. So you would likely have to do some sort of different way to break this through. You could just do a simple athletics check between your more sturdier members to push through, or any other you would like to do.
Could my knock it in, do you believe? Like enough damage to...
Yeah, enough damage would definitely break in this wall.
Do we want to do it loudly, or does someone else have another idea?
Pretty sure the only way we get in is breaking this wall. It's a matter of how long.
I guess Kool-Aid Man it is.
Then I would start to sledgehammer the wall using Vengeful Blade as a cantrip on it.
Okay, and give me a attack roll.
Technically, you can't Vengeful Blade because it's not a creature.
Not creature.
That is fair.
Yeah, I also have that spell.
Okay, attack then 19.
Will definitely hit the wall.
Okay, it would be 12 necrotic. See if I can wither away a stone.
Yeah, it does have a damage threshold, and you do just beat it. It doesn't seem to be enough to break it down in one swing, unfortunately.
But I can make a shot. Lance it up. Bonus action, Divine Smite, because that just says target. 23. Is that just a 1? Yeah. It's the Divine Smite 2d6. Damage.
13.
As this is happening, can I unwild shape and minor illusion to try to cover the sound, like bats in those movies, like of a cave, and they're like, like that loud sound. I'm gonna try to minor illusion that sound to try to mask the much as we can the slamming of this wall.
It is pretty loud. If you ever hit a hammer on a rock, it's pretty loud. And obfuscation of bees would definitely help a little bit. And I'll say that it lowers the or raises the DC on this last round. They did get a natural 19 and a natural 18.
Oh boy.
So that last swing, Gladio, how's it look? How do you want to do this to the wall with your Divine Smite?
Kadoosh!
I weakened it for you.
Yes. I hit the spot where they weaken, the tip glows, and then I just like went in and tried to pierce through.
Okay. That extra damage I like to do is if you creature, if there's one within 5 feet, you can extend that damage to the next creature.
Oh no.
So
Oh, no.
scatter through this wall, it only had 3 hit points left, and that extra 10 hit points, a Begonia soldier happened to be right on the other side of that wall, as they just have a lance right through their chest. The wall shatters, and across the hall is another Begonia soldier. He just goes, "Jesus Christ, no! Emily, no!" And he starts to run up the stairs. We need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh boy, here we go.
Is that another natural 20?
Yeah, that is a natural 20 on the initiative roll.
Holy
Like,
shit. Can you share some of that, please?
Your luck is off the charts today.
We go ahead and take our 10-minute break before we get into this combat. Hi, BellsOnBoots here. Definitely didn't take that break because I needed to make the map. Definitely didn't do that. I would never do that. But anyways, I do have to apologize. I did forget to hit record coming back from the break, so we missed the entire first round of combat. Didn't really miss too much. The players broke in and just slaughtered and chased after these Begonia soldiers who were unable to set up a solid front to stop these intruders. So we come in at the start of either the second or third round of combat. I don't remember. But anyways, let's get back into it. Okay, top of the round. Briar, you have these people surrounding you at this moment, but you feel pretty comfortable right now.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You can see most of these Begonia soldiers seem to be ready to retreat at this moment. As you see, they're turning their back and seem to be... You see the captain kind of looks back and goes, "Men, we can hold this point. Retreat, back up. They can't get out of here."
Briar has been in situations like this numerous times. He's been in the thick of it. He has a brief kind of flashback to a moment during maybe his first battle, but, remember being told that he's going to be, first in the line. So when contact is made, you're going to be first one there. And he kind of just flashes right back to this moment, sees the assassin next to him, takes his sword and just brings it up and just takes a slash at this guy. That is going to be a 22 to hit. That is 10 points of slashing damage on him.
How do you want to do this?
I want it to be cold and surgical, like think of like Roman legionnaires. If you ever seen that scene in that TV show on HBO called Rome, like the first episode, where they the legion just kind of walks up and there's like boom, slash, move, like that. Just coldly cut this guy down and just move forward into these two goons. And with that, I'm gonna bonus action, action surge, or just action surge. And then I am going to slash at the first goon next to me.
Incredible.
My God, Captain, I used to be able to keep up with you, but you don't age.
19 to hit. And that is 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
As I just cut this guy's pike out of his damn hands.
Incredible. That takes us to Rosio. You just got stabbed in the back, and then the guy ran away. You peek your head around the corner, and you see that the Begonia soldiers, the one that fled from you, is impaled into the wall by Briar's sword, who Briar pirouettes and cuts the head off the other guy behind him, and you think they're fine over there. You hear from the cells back there, "Hey, you're that steward, right? Hey, get me out of here, man."
Sure. 15, 20. They're here, right?
Yeah, you're able to get one of the keys off of one of the many dead guards.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, if I didn't have a key, I was just gonna blast it open, so probably safer for them.
Yeah.
I unlocked the door.
And we'll say at this point, as Rosio, you're unlocking these people, these other Begonia soldiers begin to turn tail and run. So Briar, if you would like to make an opportunity attack, and Belladonna, if you'd like to make an opportunity attack.
Yes.
So would I. And if I hit, I do have topple.
Ooh, nice. They will not flee us.
I kind of whiffed.
You kind of whiffed it. That'll unfortunately miss.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 will hit this guy.
Hey.
So 9 necrotic damage.
Okay. He had 2 hit points. Belladonna, this guy goes to run away from you. This is the guy that was frightened of you in the first place. How do you want to do this?
Can I want to, do we want to keep him as a interrogation or no? Can I non-lethal withering damage him?
Yeah, you can suck the energy out of him and let him kind of wither into nothing.
Perfect.
His legs wither, and he's just stuck there.
These other Begonia soldiers run past, and they exit this dungeon, and there seems to be a door higher up past these stairs that seems to be closed, and you can hear them, like voices on the other side, chattering and ordering, and you begin to hear all sorts of movement and noises from above. But for right now, we will exit combat as these Begonia soldiers. This guy is unconscious, and you're able to free Ken Blue and Papasio as you're underground here. What do you all like to do?
I'm gonna go check on my boys.
I call out, yeah, your boys are free.
I will keep watch on the entrance to the stairs.
I'll join Bella here to help with this guard.
Yeah, you start binding this guy up, and you go to check on your boys. Hey,
I check the other cells to see if there's anyone else here.
Yes, and the other cell is Papasio, so you're able to go over here and unlock that individual. So your 2 boys are here. And Briar, you come out, and Ken Blue stumbles out with Papasio. They just go, "Captain, how'd you get here? It's good to see you."
Long story, boys. What's happened?
Augie's dead.
I know.
He, we wouldn't be okay without him. He was able to tell that something was going on here.
He always had a double...
And you would know that Double Dare is a illusionary swap. You look over at Papasio, who is moving slightly more childlike and femininely than you would expect for a 28-year-old soldier.
Oh, what up, bro?
Briar drops his sword and like runs over to the thing and picks up Papasio. Be like, "Are you okay?"
Yes, sir. I am. Oh, it's you. Permission to cry? Okay. And she like salutes you, but you're looking at Pompacio with like this pompadour, this like kind of pudgy blonde kid, with like freckles and pimples underneath this helmet that you know they take off, and you can just feel like half the body is an illusion as you hold the Princess Pinea Festuca and you give her a big squeeze. She just starts crying. It all happened so fast. They just grabbed me, and then she's like, "I look weird. No offense to Pompacio.
He is very awkward,
catching
but
strays.
he's a good lad.
Or Pompacio catching strays out here.
He will do his duty. Are you okay?
I'm okay. It's
All right.
What's happening?
A lot of things.
Uh,
I'm gonna try to get us home.
Okay.
A lot of bad things are going to start happening.
You start to walk her through about 6 bodies that are on the floor as you're walking through this hallway.
Don't stare, but don't turn your eyes away.
They were our friends. Isn't Begonia supposed to be our friends?
Not anymore.
Okay.
They are our enemies.
trying not to instill panic, I also try to ask what happened to Hyacinth.
Oh, she was some general came by and said she had to go, and so she, goed.
Goed.
She went with them. He had a really scary horse.
What did he look like? I would assume I would know what the generals of
Yeah, and she
Marilla's look like.
describes a very like pale individual, very piercing blue eyes, short cropped hair, and based off the description, you would recognize this to be a General Amorpho.
How trustworthy is General Amorpho?
Give me an insight check. In general, they've been somebody that came with the queen as kind of like a guard that has kind of risen up through the ranks. They are kind of like a warcaster, you could say. So they do magic and melee combat.
Okay. 16?
Yeah, they seemed very devoted to Ambrosia and trustworthy in that sense. You don't have immediately any fear, but you don't really know them on a personal level. You want to have dinner with them, you know?
Yeah. I breathed at least a sigh of relief. At least she is safe.
Yeah, it was rather sudden. He appeared out of nowhere, riding on his horse to the envoy, and showed up with some other. There was the other Ambrosia soldiers that were lingering behind, and she just got in their carriage, and I think they headed to your back to the castle of Ambrosia.
Okay. Did they say anything? Is there any reason why they grabbed her?
They mentioned something about the king not feeling good.
Father not well? I sort of whispered.
How are we gonna get out of here, Captain? And she kind of abouts faces to you, kicks a dead corpse, and kind of winces.
All right.
Poor child.
She goes down
Blue.
to the body and does.
Over at I look over at Blue, and I'm like, "Sword arm, still good, lad."
Yeah, of course. I'm ready to go. Augie made sure we kept the princess safe, so I'm on hand right now. I'm ready to go. And you know me, I can be quite sneaky.
Very good. Captain is going to look at her, and I would like somebody who knows like this is the future of what he's put his life. What he strived to do his entire life. This is the culmination of it in this figure. So he looks at her with all sincereness. He's like, "We're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna get you home. I am going to take our army, and I am going to destroy all of our enemies.
You're scaring
That
me.
way,
Weird look in your eye.
we're in a time where everyone will be scared. Because in this moment, I don't have answers. All I know is what I know. And all I see is war on the horizon. And that is what I will do to make sure what was built by your parents, your grandparents, your ancestors, what our people have strived and what we have done for this land and what we will do for our friends. You were that hope. And if you, gods forbid, anything to ever happen to you, it would be devastating, and the gods would have no wrath, and I would burn this world to the ground. So I am going to get you out of here, But first I have to get answers, so I'm going to have to leave you alone one more time. But after that, I will be at your side. That is my oath to you. As he drops down to a knee and puts his hand on his shoulder, like just gives her like a, older brother, fatherly, like just kind of just that older caregiver, like I have to do some things, but I'm here for you, okay? And we're gonna get through this.
Don't look. I have to go do some things.
Okay.
For later context, is this something that we would have been able to hear over here, while we were in this area?
Probably some.
Yeah, I would say so. And Briar, I think
Okay.
you've walked with her probably into this main space, to that exit or the entrance that you guys made. So you're not trying to be sneaky with this conversation.
No.
Yeah. So we'll say all of you.
As I kind of hear Captain say all that, I mean, I don't interject and I don't say anything, but I think you can see Al kind of like looking a bit worried and scrutinizing and kind of like in his own head, kind of going back and forth about what the captain was saying, kind of like, do I agree? Do I not agree? And yeah, kind of like putting that in his back pocket for a later conversation.
Incredible. So, you're in this dungeon. You can hear a lot of soldiers at the top of the doorway beyond those stairs. They're not seeming to be breaching yet. Do you all try to exit through the entrance you made? Or do you bide your time and wait for them to make the first move? Or do you push through that door?
Are we not interrogating that guard?
I was thinking of using a healer's kit charge to resurrect, like to get him up, to quickly interrogate him, because trying to get him out of here alive could be a challenge.
I was like, I could give him a point of lay on hands, so you save a charge.
Good idea.
If you guys want to move him out of the doorway, I can set up entangle. So that way it'll be difficult terrain for when they enter.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we try to like lock the door too? Like I like try to. Oh
Wait, DM, could I, in theory, since entangle is a restraint, could I cast entangle on the door and restrain the door?
Yeah, if you want to keep it closed. For when you want to push through or you want to let them in. Sure, absolutely. The door fails.
I just want to.
It fails its strength.
Fails, love it.
It just, all you see is Thor and Evines just grasp the door, and they're just like, what the fuck is happening in there?
And just for levity's sake, I told Kim Blue, I'm like, get her through the passage. There's, get her through the grotto. All else, there's a horse in the woods. Get on it. And you ride home. Don't stop. Ride home.
There is a bear in the grotto.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I
do take care.
No, Briar completely forgets about the bear. He's a good lad. And walks away, and he's like, oh shit, I forgot about the
bear. You did tell him about the bear, right? One of us said.
Yeah, no, I totally told him about the bear. Yeah. I did tell him about the bear.
Mel, what is the size of the giant badger?
I'm no longer in badger form.
Oh, just in general.
It is, I think it's called giant badger, but it's actually medium beast.
So
Medium beast.
5 foot squares worth, give or take.
Gotcha.
I wish I could. I don't understand why I can't post this stat block. I guess it's too much to post. Maybe that's why. Anyways.
All right, Captain.
Mhm.
We're through this passage, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
It's a little tight, and hey, there's a bear. So
You want me to take the princess past the bear? Okay.
What
Not my
if-
first time doing this?
just I'm trying, man. I'm trying really hard. It's either you guys go through a fortress full of soldiers, or you walk past a sleeping bear. I only got 2 options for you. I'm sorry. We're underground. I can't call in the Pegasus or anything like that. I'm sorry, guys. Here,
Captain.
take some candy.
Just sneak past the bear with us. I feel like the princess, and I whisper him, no offense, but I feel like we might be a bit more equipped than your Saudi boys. So
How many targets can be? Well, actually, I don't think you're passed without tracing. But
I mean, I have a second.
yeah.
Still.
I mean, if anything, we could probably kill a bear.
You and each creature you choose. There's no limit. Yeah.
Gotta be within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Sneak our way back out. We can. Yeah, I don't think we want to fight our way out. It'd be
No.
much
Yeah.
too risky.
You
Yeah.
hear something loud landing outside.
Okay, I look to the captain. I'm like, I think better together than apart.
I don't think we're going out that way if it's big. Where did it land? Was it like on the roof of the building?
You begin to hear, "Look, here! This is where they came in! Come on, we can get them from both sides!"
Shot.
And they unfortunately got a nat 20 on a perception check to figure out how you got in here.
Oh no.
Which side had the big thud coming out?
You heard a loud thud towards the tunnel that you made. Something landed and touched down.
And
Strength checks to try to break open that door in front of
Are they
in about
crawling
6
in?
seconds. Yes.
okay.
I cast Bless.
I prepare Wither and Bloom for when they enter. Because they're gonna enter, I assume they're gonna enter as a group, and it has a 10-foot radius, so I'm just gonna cast it on all of them as they enter through the hole.
Okay, everybody
Bella.
roll initiative, and then we'll also be able to do this. You have a round to basically prep anything you want. So Wither and Bloom readied, and then a Bless is going off from Belladonna.
Ooh, nat 20! Let's go!
I think in that case, we'll.
Next.
Do we sense of like how many people we hear coming from each direction?
From the barrier you blocked off, they'll be doing strength checks to try to break open that door. You can hear probably about a dozen people, and then from the other, what's the spell save DC on Entangle from you, Rosio?
16.
Okay, so on their second attempt, they will probably break that. And then from the hallway where you came from, you hear two voices
Okay, I'm gonna cast a spike growth over here as well.
on the hallway.
I'll say.
Yeah. Oh, I go it. There we go. Let's do it right there.
Yeah, Briar, you send Ken Blue in that direction, and he starts to run that way with the princess as Mel hears this noise. And then all you start to prepare this casting as Ken Blue has to stop, as in front of him are two armored individuals, and he puts the princess behind him and starts to run back towards you all. No can do, Captain!
Does he have a weapon?
These people coming in?
No.
Ken Blue does. He grabs one off the
Cool.
body, so he has a pike right now.
Alright.
That takes us to
yeah.
Rosio. You would be going first as you see these two individuals look meaty, barely armored and clothes. They seem to have just leather hide and a bunch of axes, similar to the guy who had the crown that Gladio killed that you fought earlier. Similar in armaments as they come through this space over here. And at the start of next round, the door will be breached. As you can see, your entangle spell is starting to falter on that door.
No. Well, I would release my Wither and Bloom as I see them come in.
Okay.
So that would be a 16 con save on them.
Okay.
Nice.
2 fails.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so that would be 2d6 necrotic damage on them, and then one creature who needs healing.
Mostly you're all
It's
fine.
I mean, I think Rosio was hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was the only one that got stabbed at any
I
point,
think
so unless
it's
somebody went.
within the same radius that you cast the spell. So unfortunately, no allies are within that radius.
Creature. Oh, in that area. Okay, yeah. Sag.
Okay.
Oh well.
So that is
So
your
2d6.
held action, and then so go ahead and roll that 2d6.
6.
Okay.
6 necrotic damage.
So they take that damage. It is top of the round. That was your held action. Now it's your actual action. What are you doing?
Okay. For my actual action, I will go ahead and I'm going to cast a. I'll just cast Chromatic Orb again. But at first level this time. Fire, sure. 12. Oof.
A 12 will. Hold on. A 12 will miss, unfortunately.
I will use a luck point to reroll that.
Okay.
Can I actually use my reaction to give him advantage on that instead?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Boy.
We're gonna hit this if the last thing we do.
Exactly.
Oh, let's go. 24.
That'll definitely hit.
Amazing. And then 3d8 plus 3, 4, 5, 12.
Nice.
12 damage.
Okay, incredible.
And then I am going to. So I guess I hit this one with that Chromatic Orb, and then I haven't used any of my sorcery points yet. So, why not? I'm going to quicken cast Sorcerer's Burst. Alright, so 25. And then damage. Aw, one min damage. But still, damage nonetheless.
Yeah.
And that would be. I'm going to move closer over here to my friends.
Incredible.
And that's the end of my turn.
That takes us to Gladio, as you see these two individuals rushing towards you. Ken Blue and the princess get behind you, and you hear banging from the wall as they're trying to break through. What are you doing?
Okay, what kind of weapons are they wielding? The ones coming through the tunnel?
Axes.
Cool. I approach 10 feet away, because I have reach. I will attempt to stab the one that was already hit with a vengeful blade.
Okay.
No, I'm not great weapon mastering right now. I want to make sure I be doing damage. 20.
Incredible. That'll hit.
Cool. Then I'm also gonna smite it. There's weapon damage. So 11 and then 22 radiant damage.
Incredible. Absolutely. Are you hitting the one that's already damaged?
Yeah,
Okay. What was that? So a total of 22?
22.
Okay.
Damn, in one
Standing.
round.
DC, I think it's 14 topple check. Let's see. Topple is Constitution, so 14
Fails, so
con.
they are prone.
And then that was, and I just moved right on back.
Okay. That takes us to Belladonna. You see these two
Oh.
individuals rushing down this hallway, and you hear banging from the door, and they are about to breach. What are you doing?
I would most likely move. So my held action or my action went off for Bless. I'd target myself, Gladio, and Briar. My turn now. I would no, because it's concentration. No, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go try into attacking the first one coming down the 5-foot tunnel.
Okay. Heavily damaged. What are you doing?
Let's do Vengeful Blade as well.
Do you have Booming Blade?
I'm afraid not.
Okay.
And
Yeah, because like, it's already vengeful.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, when you take it from like when it trigger twice, like once for you, once for me.
Actually, I think technically so, yeah, because two different people are attacking it. Because it's not concentration, right?
20 seconds.
I mean,
damn, nat
from
20.
Belladonna. Okay,
I think-
yeah,
oh.
that definitely hits.
He is very vengeful today.
actually, that also had advantage because they're prone.
So,
Slaughter.
so 20
Uh-oh.
damage. Just necrotic, just whack.
Ooh! Ooh! Oh, wait. Okay, if he's not down, I have something I'll add on to that.
I'm pretty sure he might be dead.
He is definitely down.
Okay.
It'd be crazy.
And since I cast a spell quotation, I can then bonus action attack as well.
Quotation.
Hell yeah, go.
Does a 25 hit?
Indeed.
13 necrotic damage.
13. Fantastic. As you hack into this guy. That takes us to Melicius.
Alright, so my held action goes off for the spike growth right there. I think it was a little bit smaller. 20-foot diameter. And then I will. Is like 1 minute effect still up from the last combat? Or will you have to re-trigger?
You guys had a conversation, and we'll get to interrogating that guy, so I think a minute would have passed, so you'd have to recast.
Good, so I'll shillelagh, run up, and.
Okay,
Oh,
give it a
yes. If he's prone, I guess it'll be at advantage. So I guess.
I think the
Yes,
one being
the-
attacked was already.
He has to save against my topple.
This
Yeah.
guy as well.
Yeah.
So let me see. That's going to be a success.
Dang.
I'm gonna. If I stand here, or is there anywhere I could stand to flank?
Unfortunately, no.
It's coming.
All right, so I'll stand here, and less. That's
10 will miss, unfortunately.
Reaction, I give advantage.
amazing. Bless your soul. And I'll throw a booming blade onto this. Your turn. Hello?
Okay, 11 points of damage.
Yes, 11 points.
Okay, looking hurt. That takes us to Briar. What are you doing? Princess and Kenzo come up next to you. And you can see that they're trying to break through this door. You can see your party is battering through these people. What are you doing?
He's kind of frozen in the moment a little bit. He's seeing his newfound friend, working their way, chopping this dude down, and then he sees what is immediately gonna overwhelm them here in a second. And he looks at his young charge and, one of his, loyal lads, and he just, we're gonna fight our way out. And, yeah, I am gonna use my, my action to dash all the way up to this front door here, and,
Wasn't
get
it
ready.
spike
You
growth?
would,
Yes.
if you do see Mel did some spike growth, so if you charge through that, you will take a bunch of damage.
well, I will stop just short of it.
Yes.
And just get ready for the onslaught.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, but
All right.
just to let you know, I put it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cool, I get my speed back so I don't have to dash.
Incredible.
You can just
do
hold
it.
an action to stab if they get through.
I'll use an action to pop the healing potion that I have on me and
Ah.
make those 2 hit points and get back to max.
Nice.
Incredible.
I think you'd have to be one more back.
That's
Unless you
fine.
want to
You
take
got the 10 HP to take it, so yeah, you're okay.
Okay,
Held
cool.
action, incredible. This guy is going to step up between Belladonna and Mel and is going to take some attacks. He is heavily damaged. They are going to rage, but because they don't have their wyvern, they don't get these special benefits, which is unfortunate. So they had to crawl
They
through
move.
that fucking tiny hole, so they lose half their benefits. So he's going to go reckless and take 2 attacks. One on Belladonna. That's going to be a natural 18, so that is going to hit for a total of
Oh, yeah.
24.
Oh, 1d8 thunder damage. But Bella, did you vengeful?
Not on this guy. It was the other guy.
Okay, so 1d8 thunder and 1d8 necrotic from Chase.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Vengeful. The one that was killed had double vengeance if they survived.
Oh, gotcha.
So this one's just booming.
Okay, so they move and they rage. They get a 24 to hit Bella. So let me go ahead and roll that damage. They're using a great axe right now.
Oh.
Gosh. Where's the die? That's going to be 10 points of damage to Belladonna. On Mel, it is going to be a 22 to hit.
18, 19, 20. Yeah, that. Bella, how you looking?
On a scale of 27, I'm around 19.
Okay. Then I'll use my reaction to I burn him.
Okay, let me make that con save. That's going to be a 15. Is that
Ooh,
save?
needs a pizza.
Okay, so that's safe. So they still reduce it by a D4, but I think
Well,
it would
that'll-
still hit. Okay, and then the one on you was a 22 to hit, Mel. So that is 10 points of damage to you.
Holy mama.
So this guy just huge swings with this great axe as he swings between the two of you, and then steps a little bit further into this space, trying to get to see everybody in here. And yeah, they can't do anything else, unfortunately. And then we cut to Briar, as the 3 of you will be able to take down this guy just fine. He went reckless, so Gladio, between all of you and Rosio, you'll be able to take this guy out. So, Gladio, you rush in
My
to
turn.
take out this wyvern rider, who is just swinging at you, almost knocks Mel out, and you begin fighting him. As we cut to Briar and Rosio, all you see is one man and a one-woman army against a horde of soldiers that break through this entanglement, as you see all of these grunts begin to charge in and immediately are just eviscerated by the spike growth, and they are just turned to nothing. You see a handful of arrows start firing at you, Briar. I'm just gonna make some attacks. That's gonna be a multiple natural 15s, which with the +5, that would be 20 and a 21.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Who's hitting him?
Some archers that are a little bit beyond your sight right now.
No. Lucky.
So,
You're saved from
the
Nimbus.
first one would be 7 points of damage.
Okay.
The second one would be 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then, so there's
Wait.
arrows coming in.
Sorry,
And
Dan.
then-
Is that within 60 feet? They just further beyond 60 feet.
They're further beyond. They're just not quite on the map.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna burn a just a scratch die, and I am going to reduce that 13 by 4, so it'll get back. There we go.
Just for flavor, I'm gonna.
So I'm at
say
28 of 37.
Flavor, I'm gonna say my spec growth is just a swarm of spectral bees that's shredding them apart.
Yeah. And you see just rows of these soldiers start crawling through this bramble. The first 3 immediately die from the spike growth, trying to get to you. And these other soldiers are being pushed from behind them by other soldiers. They try to turn around to like head back and not get pushed into this blender of bees. And they have to turn around and have no way to retreat. The begonias are ruining their own tactics. These 3 immediately die. These 3 keep rushing, and the only thing keeping them from taking the spike growth damage is walking on the dead bodies of their comrades. As they take another 10 feet, they die from spike growth, and another 3 are able to get close to you, Briar, just by these other soldiers just pushing them through this meat grinder.
Goddamn
so you have
blender.
These 5 guys that are heavily damaged as you get up close to you. Go ahead and make your opportunity attack on the first guy.
Okay. And you just see, like, stalwartly, just Briar's just standing there, just watching them just grind themselves into nothing. Come on. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
That is an...
8 total?
Yeah. I rolled a 4.
That will unfortunately miss.
And I have no way to modify that right now. So...
Okay. So, I'm just going to make 5 attacks on you from all these soldiers rushing at you. And we'll just see what happens. You are such a tanky fellow. So, Rosio, you just see Briar surrounded by bodies. There begins to be a trail of blood that is starting to drip its way to your feet, Rosio. There is so much, a river bleeding. And behind you is the princess, who is looking in awe and also in complete terror as we make these attacks. First one is going to be a natural 17 for a 22.
Yep, that'll hit.
Second one will be a natural 2. That's a miss.
Okay.
Natural 15 for a 20. So that will be a hit, I think.
Yes.
Okay. I rolled a d12 on accident.
Okay.
Natural 3.
No, that was a
miss.
Natural 15 for 20, so 3 hits.
Yep.
These are going to be D... Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll just do it here. That'll be easier. So 5...
Man, we need to get you a heavy armor master.
To be... The first one is 8 points of damage, Briar.
Okay.
And the second one is 13.
Okay. 21. I'm going to use another... Just a scratch die to reduce that.
So he's also going to use his reaction and rage wound them for hitting.
So that is 2. So what was that again? What was that total again? I'm sorry.
It was 13.
13. So I reduced it. So it's 11 from.
Okay. And then the last one does a d6 and just gets 4 points of damage to you.
Okay.
An onslaught of just these military men. And Rosio, you're using that reaction from
The rageful nimbus.
Is that for each person or just for one?
I
as part of
think it's for one, which can be yourself. If the target is damaged from a hostile creature you can see, you can use your reaction. So one hostile creature. But already, 25 to hit. The flower grows angry and lashes out, striking at that poor fool with 6 lightning damage. Flowery lightning damage.
Incredible. You kill that weakling soldier just fine.
Be gone. You will not hurt my friends.
You see up here is the captain of this entire fort, Cambius Grovegleam, who comes down and he pushes through as well. And it's just like, I don't even know who the hell you... Briar! Shame to be on opposite sides.
That it is.
You could surrender.
Not me.
Are we kind of like in a bit of a a stop in the combat as we're kind of chit-chatting?
We're at a moment of more of a roleplay mixed with combat. As
okay.
What would you like to do as this person pushes through?
I kind of want to look at him, and I'm like, I kind of want to kind of look a little bit over, and I'm like, we should settle this the old way. No more of your soldiers should keep dying needlessly.
You see all of the soldiers look to him and start nodding. Go ahead and give me a intimidation check, and you can use your con.
Nice. That'll make that into a +3. So rolled in and beyond. So that is a 12.
Insight check. It's a natural 2. In terms of to negate and counter that, you kind of goad him, and you see you heavily wounded, and you see him just kind of look and go, 1-on-1? Yeah, I like that. You know, we fought side by side before. I don't even know if you remember.
I remember.
got promoted, and you rose up with your own command, and it took me having to grovel at people's feet, having to, even though we fought in the same fights, it took so much longer for me, and I've been wanting to put you in the ground for a long fucking time. Men, stand down! As he steps up through these men who happily nod and go, yeah, you okay? Go ahead. We won't do a full round of combat, it is already late, but Briar, go ahead and just give me a attack roll.
Okay. Oh, nice gods. Oh, you beautiful bastards. That is a 21.
That'll definitely hit in this moment. We'll get to what happens in a moment. Rosio, you see this guy coming up to Briar. What are you doing in this moment? As we get to your turn.
I am going to... How far is Briar? How are you looking, Briar, like health-wise?
I am 13 of 37.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna... That 40 feet from Longstrider. I'm gonna go... Excuse me, pardon me. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on my buddy
nice.
Briar.
Okay, so you're healing
Nice.
Briar. Gladio, it would be your go, so roll that healing. You have this wyvern guy who just raised
25.
Insane!
What the fuck?
What? Oh yeah, because it increases by 2d8 now every
Yeah.
and 24.
Holy
Yeah, it's so good.
fuck.
Get up
Incredible.
and keep fighting!
Oh god. I need that
See?
Randy Marsh meme. I didn't hear no bell. 13.
You get the
Like
crits,
full.
right?
Yeah, I'm...
Okay.
Corner of my eye, I was like, does he need help? See Rosio basically full heal him.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll
They
get to
got it.
that. Gladio, you see this wyvern rider is now surrounded by everybody. It heavily hit Mel, and so we'll come to you as this wyvern rider just smashes into Mel. You see a bunch of bees fall out. What do you do as you see this heavily wounded wyvern rider?
We will approach, and then I'm
I
going
hear
to.
no bell.
I'm going to pray this lands because he reckless. I have advantage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to Great Weapon Master,
Yeah,
Do it.
and then I
Still roll
can
2
manually level. We'll see. Please God. It's a 13.
13 just hits.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
You're lucky.
that rage.
I guess Vengeful Blade, and then a Smite. So that's 20 damage from piercing if they're not dead. And then Divine Smite
Lesson for Rosio.
damage. So
That's
30
not
damage
fair.
total.
You see Mel get knocked to the ground, and this
Oh,
wyvern
no.
rider is getting ready to like swing with this massive great axe to hit both Belladonna and Mel. How do you want to do this as you come up from behind?
I imagine. So I was at the entranceway. I see Briar and Rosio. Looked rough for a second, but they're together. I turn my focus to this wyvern rider, and then, with purpose, I will approach, and then, not today. And then I imagine, with the lance, it glows, both, I guess, divinely, and with looming specks of something dark, because, you know, Vengeful Blade's necrotic. And then I pierce through both the wyvern into the chest of the rider.
Okay. Well, the wyvern's not there. It's just the guy.
Oh.
But yeah, you
I pierced all the way through him.
yeah, you see him fall
That's
to
like
the ground, and the three of
4
you
or 5 feet of lance.
Yeah, and you hear the sound of Briar in pain. As Briar, as you made your attack on this guy, he took 9 points of damage. He got a nat 20, and so you would have taken 12 points of damage from his attack, which brought you to 1 hit point. This guy stabs you through the guts, and you know it's a bad wound. And he has you stabbed in the gut. Yeah. How much longer are you going to be standing? And you feel, Rosio, the first thing you see is a spear burst through Briar's chest as you walk up and heal him. Briar, you have this spear in your chest as you pull this guy in closer with your damage, and you're fully healed by Rosio. How do you want to do this as you...
I kind of want to take a one-woman army, and I kind of want to take it up at my arm, and I want to bring it down on this spear haft and just snap it. And then I want to take my sword, and instead of hitting it with my blade, I want to take the pommel And Briar's, it's just a simple long sword, rectangular hilt, and I just want to hit this guy in the face with it and just beat him in his face.
In your stomach, you snap that haft and you just batter his head in. His helmet is completely bent into his head. Are you doing non-lethal?
No. Briar's kind of in a bit of a raging moment, and he's just beating this guy down because
his helmet has crunched his head so hard that it's just a tin can, like you crushed a Pepsi, and you hold this empty hollow of mush on top of a set of armor as you look to the other soldiers of Begonia. What do you do?
Just kind of like on one knee, just kind of raise up and just kind of get my shield back into position, and I just kind of look at him and just resume the stance and just kind of like, I could do this all day.
And they get out of there as you have the dead commander. With that, we will go ahead and end our session.
Amazing.
Woo!
You all are free to exit through that space. You honestly have taken over the rest of the castle because you killed the commander, and the other soldiers are just going to be running away from the hell that Briar and you all just released. So
Just covered in blood because I pierced straight through someone all the way.
I cast Cure Wounds on Mel, so heal yourself, Mel. I ran over. Are you okay?
Much better now, boy. I thought I was gonna be teaching you things, but boy, I need to learn from you.
Briar walks over to Kin Blue and the princess with a spear haft in his chest. Be
You might want to pull that out, bud.
You guys okay? Actually, don't. You kind of want to keep it in because I don't want to bleed out.
The wound is trying to close around the spear. Pull it out, man. You can still see the magic trying to close.
All right. Pulls it.
As it pulls out, it immediately seals around it. See?
yeah, right between the plates, Briar. Unfortunately.
Mhm.
You all exit from the basement of this fort, stepping over the countless dead bodies. You see Ken Blue just kind of puts Pinea in like a piggyback ride. She's like, don't mind me. I don't want you getting your pretty little boots dirty. All right. And you come out and you can see these Begonia soldiers are running away. You see some of them. The captain is on a horse, but the other ones are just starting to run on foot. And they are starting to try to abandon the fort, and it seems like you have fully taken it back over. And you see, landing in front of that horse, Gladio, what is the name of your mount?
Meleus, which is kind of like... again?
Malicious.
Okay, it's close.
It says Melicius and then Melius. So you see Melius mounted with your sister swoop down at this captain on this horse, and this captain looks back to you all and just goes, "We'll be back. I'm gonna tell all of Begonia, and we'll come here with an entire..." And he can't even finish his sentence as his head gets lopped off as your sister swoops by and just takes his head with a sword.
Yes.
And the other soldiers just like lay down their weapons as she gets down, and you see her touch down in this space. And that is where we will end our session.
Nice.
Boy, that was
Ooh,
amazing.
What invasion?
It turned from hostage rescue to full-on fort takeover.
Yeah. Sounds exactly how it should be.